2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Myre or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy.
Hello.
Well, I can't believe your luck. Hello.
I know. We were thinking exactly the same. What the hell do we get the chance to speak to you when you're over in Europe having a good old time at the moment?
Well, I'm on somewhere between Gothenburg and Copenhagen, if anyone's looking for me. It's very nice to have you here. I'm really just phoning in to ask why it takes 3 people to present a morning radio show. It feels like 2 is the classic, so one of you's got to go.
Yeah, that'd be me.
It's Ross. Okay. Bye, Ross. Thanks for being a part of it.
See you, Ross.
Wow, that was way too quick, wasn't it, for everyone? Yeah. Ross is the dead weight here.
No, Jimmy, he's the only one who knows how the desks work, you know,
Yes.
pressing the buttons and turning the microphones off. So it's kind of essential.
Sean and I do the talkie.
Oh, okay. I see how this works. Okay, so all right. Maybe Ross is the man to talk to. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy, I'm going to throw in my one question here.
Here we go.
There we go. I've seen.
Okay, here's your question.
We love the heckles and how you react to them on stage. Do you have a favourite heckle that you've had while doing a gig?
Not so much during a gig. I mean, I love that thing that you know. It's almost like the heckle stuff. It's like asking a magician to do real magic because people know that you've written the jokes, right? People know you've prepared a show.
Yeah.
And then you go, well, look, just ask me anything or shout anything you want. And then being funny in the moment, people are like, oh, right, he does this. That's incredible. And there's a sense that that's more incredible than the pre-written stuff. But you go, yeah, but if you spend enough time on stage, you just get good at it. I don't know. It's the funniest ones. The funniest ones, I think, are when you're not expecting them. Out there in the real world is where heckles really shine.
Yes.
I remember, I'm a big tennis guy, right? I love tennis.
Yep.
I went to see, this is like 25 years ago, I went to see Queen's Club just before Wimbledon.
Yep.
I went to see this British tennis player who shall remain Tim Henman.
Okay, guys. Yes.
And he was playing very badly. So they do that thing between sets. They go in and they have a little sit down.
Yep.
So he was going in to sit down, and a guy in the crowd, not me, a guy in the crowd just shouted, "There's a bit of shit at the end of your racket."
Oh.
and he looked, and the guy went, "Not that end."
I mean, that is brutal, isn't it?
Man alive. But it's that wonderful thing where when people come and see me live, right, and I've had great times in Perth, it's that thing where you go, it's kind of self-selecting. The people that come and see my show are into this kind of thing. So you never get, even if the heckle seems incredibly aggressive, you have to remember the only reason someone is shouting out is because they want to make it an even more fun evening for them and for everyone else. So it's all good. I love the heckles.
Because, I mean, that is the thing for you. It's not really heckling. It's them just putting their hand up to be eviscerated by you, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and I don't have a monopoly on this sense of humour. I think that's kind of the great thing about, like, you can add very little value to a U2 concert, right? It's like you could sing along a little bit, but really it's let Bono do his thing. Whereas with a comedy show, everyone's kind of funny. Everyone can chip in. Sometimes the heckler wins.
Yeah.
I love it. Great.
It doesn't seem like that happens very often.
I wouldn't have thought so. They're not going to outpoint you. No way.
No, the one that did get you was when he said his dad died, right?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Dad died during your
Watching your show.
Netflix special. And what did he say at the end?
Watching my show, and he delivered it so beautifully as well. My dad actually was watching one of your specials when he died. We got the autopsy report back, and he actually died of boredom. And it was just,
Wow.
It was so beautifully delivered. It's like, yeah, great. We put it out. We put it on all the social media. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Great. Bring it. Because the guy had such balls doing that line. That could have landed differently.
Jimmy, are you always taking questions? Because there's some of the clips on your Instagram. You're in Bulgaria, and you're just waxing lyrical with the crowd, but you're asking for questions.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's like it's very set sort of bits within the show. So obviously, there's a show that's written that's got, like, I don't know, the best jokes I've written in the last 3 years in it. That's an hour and a half of three gags a minute. Well, I do. I mean, like, if you like my stuff, I've got a very high frequency. I've got a good fastball. Yeah. So if you like jokes, you are in luck. And if you want if you want beautiful, heartfelt stories about trauma, I don't know. I guess there's other comics available.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true.
But then there's
Yeah, you go.
there's other, and then there's bits of the show where I go, right, anyone got anything, ask me anything, heckle, join in, great. And it's very clear. The audience kind of get when you're kind of riffing and when you're back to the material. It's a really nice, because it's light and shade as well. It's a long show.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do an hour and a half, 2 hours on stage. So you want there to be a little bit of ebb and flow in the evening.
Some of the stuff that I like, I just for a second, I listen a lot to Chris Wilkes' podcast, and you've been on one that I listened to and went for nearly 2 hours. But mate,
I think it's fantastic. Modern Wisdom. This week, I think maybe the greatest podcast episode of all time is Chris Williamson interviews Naval Ravikant. It was earlier this week, dropped on Monday.
Yep.
It is. I mean, if you like a podcast, if you like a smart guy that knows how to live his life, Naval Ravikant may be the greatest guest. He's only done like 5 podcasts ever, and he did Modern Wisdom on Monday. So it's kind of, if you're into podcasts, you are in luck.
Well, I was into them, and certainly I'd recommend everybody listen to you because, I mean, we all know how funny you are, you're best comedian in the world, but to be able to hear your insights on life in general, I thought it was outstanding, mate.
You're deep, man.
Yeah, it was. It was really outstanding.
That's very sweet of you. Well, occasionally I've got a side hustle a little side hustle of wisdom. Occasionally I'll do like Diary of a CEO or Modern Wisdom or Joe Rogan and talk about serious stuff. But, it's just, that's like a little side thing. I think, on the live shows, it's just like, let's keep it. I know I'm in the service industry, right?
Yeah.
As are you guys, right? We're there. I'm basically a drug dealer. I supply 2 drugs, dopamine and serotonin, and Border Force Australia cannot touch me. Because people have already got the drugs on them.
Yes.
I'm just kind of, I'm the release mechanism. So people, I think as soon as they buy a ticket for a show, they're like, it's an intention. They're going, right, I'm going to go out and laugh my ass off for 2 hours. I'm going to have a great time. And it's just like, they want to join in. They want to, but it's amazing how much more you laugh. And you feel all the benefits of that when you're in the room. As well, but sometimes you get criticized for something, or someone like says, "Oh, I think you're very funny," and you go, "Yeah, because you watched it with subtitles while sitting on the toilet." That's not really. That's not the ideal environment for comedy.
Yeah, no, that's right. Jimmy, before we let go, we have to talk about Last One Laughing as well, which currently Facebook is feeding me so many clips of this show because what a cast, for starters. You're the host. The idea is you get a bunch of comedians in a room and then they're not allowed to laugh. It's so good. It's so good.
That's one way of saying that's the idea. My idea was to spend Jeff Bezos' money. That's what we wanted to call the show. Where we kind of, often when you're making a TV show, there's no solutions, only compromises. You often have to compromise. And we didn't have to. Yeah. We got all the cameras we wanted. We got all the guests we wanted. For me, as a host, I feel like that's the closest I've got to actual theft. Because you go, well, I didn't have to do a goddamn thing. I had Richard Iowati and Lou Saunders and
Bob
Mortimer and all the other guys, these incredibly funny people doing their best. And it's such a simple game. You would think this would be over in seconds. It's the funniest people in the country trying to make each other laugh. I know there's been an Australian version, and they've done it around the world. It was huge in Japan initially, and there's a German version, which I think has been going like 4 years, and no one's laughed yet.
I mean, the Australian version was hosted by Rebel Wilson, and it was Sam Simmons, who's been on 8 out of 10 Cats many times. Sam Simmons got weird really fast, though. He got naked really fast. It deteriorated very rapidly, the Australian version. I think the English version keeps it cleaner.
I mean, we've got. I don't know. Maybe that was filmed pre. I don't know. Who knows what happened there? But I've seen the Australian version. I think it's lovely, that thing of like, you can sort of check out around the world what people are doing. So people that watch the Australian version kind of go, all right, okay, we'll see what the Brits are doing, and you'll know a lot of someone described it in a review, and I really loved it. They described it as the Cats Does Countdown cinematic universe.
Yes.
We've got there's a lot of people that kind of regularly do my shows, and they're fantastic, and I love them, and it's lovely to see some of the newer people really shine. Harriet Kemsley and Lou Saunders and stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, do you get nervous at any stage anymore? I mean, you've been doing it for so long. You're an absolute professional. Or do you get revved up before you walk out on stage? Or is it just like...
I don't want to. I'll drop a little bit of wisdom there your way. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Be prepared. I don't get nervous because I know what the work is and I've done the work.
What about when the tax man calls?
Oh, well, I mean, that's why I'm playing Australia, because it's offshore for me, isn't it? I don't have to play the inland revenue because I'll be playing by the coast. I'll be fine.
Nice.
We love your work, Jimmy. Can't wait till we get
absolutely.
here. It'll sell out. RAC Arena. Thursday, the 21st of April, so not too long to wait. But tickets go on sale today at 2 p.m. at bonepresents.com.
It's
next
quite a long
year.
time to wait because it's in a year's time. I think you really have to listen. It's your first day presenting a radio show.
I wasn't sure how desperate you were for money.
Okay. So Sean and Ross are staying. Naturally done. Okay, that's the decision.
Voted off the island.
Final.
Thursday, the 21st of April, 2026. Take your time to get here. Thanks so much, Jimmy.
Good on you, Jimmy.
I'm on my way. I'll drop in when I'm in town. Thank you so much
Love
for
you
having us
too.
on. Take care, guys.
Thanks,
See you, mate.
mate.
All right, cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
I was at the netball when this happened, but a friend alerted me to this, Shaun. I believe that it's about you, so I don't know whether you heard this or not or saw it, but on the coverage of the Dockers game yesterday, before the game, well, we've got the audio. Let's have a listen.
Have a look at the rig on him. Oh, man, his rig is incredible. I mean, he's been out of the game for so long, and, just to have a rig like that, there's a lot of hard work there, and you'd think behind a desk where he always is, you'd think there's no time for training, but it's good. Daisy, how do we feel about that kind of conduct in the team?
Well, he's gone down there to talk about Andrew Brayshaw, and they're only talking about him, so he's well and truly stolen the limelight off the milestone man, which is a shame, but I guess if you've got it...
Flaunt it.
Yeah.
Is Daisy Pearce bullying you? So they're talking about you. So you, where there was Andrew Brayshaw, 150 games?
Yeah, he played his 150th game for the club, which is life membership.
Yeah.
So I was invited during the week to come down to speak about Andy. No one knew other than he didn't know. It was just that Justin and Joe Bridie, who's the general manager of football operations, gave me a call. And Simon Garlick and him thought it'd be a good idea for me to wear my original number 8 jumper.
Yes, because he also wears number 8. So there's a reason for that.
Yeah, there's a synergy. And the first time that jumper or number 8 turned up on the field was against the Western Bulldogs in round 5, 1995.
Yeah, right.
And in the opposite team was Scott West, whose son was playing for the Bulldogs yesterday.
Yes.
Luke Darcy, whose son was the star of the show yesterday. Tony Liberatore's son was out there. And a guy called Matthew Croft, his son didn't play. So the synergy aligned perfectly.
So that made sense.
Yeah.
So why did Daisy Pearce think it was a shame?
I know that word really because I was listening upstairs. It actually cut me a little bit. And
was she trying to be funny?
I think she might have been. She's great to work with. She's so professional, really great at her job.
So why does she hate your guts?
I don't know. I got home, and at the moment when I was listening, I was thinking, I don't know, maybe there was a joke coming, but it just didn't come right.
You somehow upset Daisy Pearce.
Well, you've worked with me a long time.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
I don't know what I do, but I have that impact on some people.
Did she not know about your history with the club? Like, does she not understand that you wore number 8, that you were the first number 8 for the club ever, that you've been involved with the club for since its inception?
Look, I don't think that she would, because she's come over from the East Coast. When I got home, Megan, she said to me, I did a really good job. And I said, thank you. And then I went to walk away and she goes, that lady you were working with, was she mean to you? And I went,
sounds like something Mum would say.
Well, that's right, because at the time when she said those words, I was sitting there and I was I was a little flat.
Yes.
But getting back to it, Daisy is awesome. She'll be an awesome coach for the West Coast Eagles, and she does an amazing job. So I just put that down to an aberration.
Yeah, and just the visions we got on our socials, I saw it, Sean. I was pumped. It's great vision.
I've got great feedback.
He's talking to all the Dockers, and then when he gets him up, he takes his black shirt off, and he's wearing the original number 8 shirt underneath, which is, the biceps looking fantastic. So check out that vision. I was very excited to see it, but I'm sorry you got perch.
And that was Sonny Walters pumping you up too in that audio that we just played there. And after Daisy said it was a shame, he just looked at her like, what are you saying?
We love you, Shaun.
No, that is a shame. That is a shame.
Oh, thanks, Nat.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Have a listen to the report.
For a Queenslander, Peter Dutton is pretty handy with a footy. A little too accurate with the Sherrin for camera operator Gaith Nadia.
Oh, got him.
Oh, got him.
Got him. He really did get him. So it's hit the camera, which has jammed it then back into Gaith's face.
Yeah.
And he started bleeding from the forehead.
Yeah.
And from anybody, as you know, you would have been hit in the forehead at some point, Shaun. It bleeds a lot, even from a little cut. And so the next thing is, of course, shows him bandaging him up, this poor camera guy.
Yep.
It just doesn't look good.
Got him.
Because that's what he said. Got him. He was celebrating. Got him. Play it again.
Got him.
Yes.
It's all good fun until you realise the guy is bleeding.
Yeah, they'll set up a slips cord and the camera throng. I hadn't seen it. You showed me that this morning, Nat, and straight away, because we've been talking about the politicians. They have to do these things.
Yes.
And in some cases, they elect not to. And the reasons why they elect not to is because of the possibility of this happening.
I know.
Got him.
Got him. We all remember Scott Morrison falling over onto a child in a soccer game during an election campaign, and it's that doesn't look good, does it? It looked like he tackled him to the ground, but he didn't. He kind of just tripped and fell and knocked him over.
Yeah.
But then kind of hugged him to, I think, protect him in the fall. But it was you've just nailed a kid.
It goes from lighthearted fun to it just ruins the situation.
And never forget the time that Nathan wrote a penny farthing. This is Nathan trying to get off a penny farthing after it was his dream. And this is the anniversary of this was yesterday because my Facebook memory threw it up, I don't know, 9 years or something.
Yep.
Have a listen to this.
It's going to come down.
He's down.
He's down and he took out a little girl on the way. Are you okay?
The bike's still shaking.
Nathan, shush.
You broke my fall.
Yeah, we had to give her an iPad to keep her quiet.
Yeah. She had the neck brace on for a couple of years, but
penny farthing. And he came from a height.
That's
a
right.
Good, metre and a half
Because
up.
what he did was watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to get onto a penny farthing. It's not easy, but he didn't watch any on how to get off.
Well, sometimes you get involved in these activities and you don't mean to hurt somebody, but it's a bad moment when you do because you don't know what to do. Do you stand around? Do you get involved and try to help?
Or do you just yell, got him?
Got him!
Got him.
That's it.
13 24 10, we want to know, have you just, it was all good fun until you actually managed to hurt somebody and then it was bad. They might have been bleeding. You might have cleaned up a child, whatever it is. You didn't mean to. We know that you're a good person, but it just looks bad to everybody who was looking on. Sian's in Melville. Good morning, Sian.
Good morning.
Hi, Sian.
Sian, you're a very special person to this show because tell us why you've called in.
Oh, well, because my daughter was the one that Nathan hit on the penny farthing.
So you came down that day. It was a moment in time because it was the first time Nathan's ever got a chance to ride a penny
And it was his
farthing.
dream. He'd always wanted to do this.
I know, and I called in because I knew that my brother-in-law had the penny farthing.
Yes.
And was going to be able to do this.
Yes.
And
it was Kim, wasn't it? He owned the penny farthing.
Yeah, so Kim owned the penny farthing, and we came down to watch, and I brought my two kids down, and they were very excited.
They had a front row seat, safe to say.
Yes, they certainly did.
Yes, and your delightful little daughter, what was her name again?
Lani.
Lani, that's right.
So Lani's standing nearby, then Nath falls to the side. What was her perspective?
And collected her.
Yeah.
And
she was filming it all, and then of course she was more concerned about my phone being destroyed by being collected by Nathan. And I'm really sorry he's not in the studio, so I can give him a hard time.
We are too.
Well,
that'd be great.
we did give Lani an iPad just to basically stop her from suing us.
Yes, you did. And my son was very jealous that she got the iPad and he didn't get anything. That's okay.
He didn't get crushed to the ground by a grown man.
No, that's true.
Sian, how old's Lani now? Make us feel old.
Well, she's 17, almost 18.
Wow. So is she in year 12 this year?
No, she's finished year 12.
Oh, she's
finished. She's taking gap semester and heading to uni. Soon. So yeah.
Wow.
She's an adult.
She's
a grown up.
Any child
super young.
trauma.
But we still talk about it, and like you, it still pops up on my Facebook memory. So yeah.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Myre or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.